Hey everybody. Day 29. Can't believe I'm almost done. Uh, one more day of videos after today. Well, yes, today I'll talk about the Red Sox. So I pretty much run out of topics to talk about. I'm a big Red Sox fan and been watching them since 1995. And that was the year that one of the Red Sox players won the MVP. So his name was Mo Vaughn. And he was really good with the Red Sox, and he left. And he wasn't so good after that. He was decent, and then he was terrible. I've been watching the Red Sox for 23, 24 years. It's a fun thing to do. It's much better sport than football by a mile. It's not as many injuries, and it's not as, violent. And I first started watching the Red Sox in 95. And this was in the midst of their 86-year curse, which they hadn't won a World Series since they sold Babe Ruth to the Yankees. So it was a long, long time waiting for a lot of people. Me, it was only about 10 years until they finally won in 2004. And it was pretty exciting because there was this new player, this new clutch hitter, this new amazing hitter called David Ortiz, who took the Red Sox and carried them on his back for so many years. We won 3 World Series with him. It was a great time for the Red Sox history. And this year, the Red Sox are in first place by 2 games as of this recording over the Yankees. And we are bitter rivals with the Yankees. With good reason. We're the ones that sold the best player probably ever to the now the best team ever, with their 27 World Series compared to Red Sox's 8 World Series, with an 86-year gap in there of no World Series wins. And Red Sox have had tons of great players throughout the years. I've had my favorites, and I've had my ones I really didn't like so much, but we had Pedro Martinez, who was on that 04 World Series winning team. He just got into the Hall of Fame. We had like David Ortiz. Manny Ramirez was a great hitter. It's too bad he used steroids. Nomar Garciaparra was a great shortstop. He got hurt in his wrist. He hit by a pitch, and he ended up not being as good for the rest of his career. And he ended up leaving the Red Sox in the middle of the 04 season. He was traded, but he still got a ring. Yeah, that's how they do it in baseball. If you were on the team at all, you get a ring if they win the World Series. But yeah, there's been a lot of different players coming through the Red Sox organization. I mean, one that we should have kept was Adrian Beltre at third base. We signed him to a 1-year deal, and he hit like 340 or 330. He won the batting title, and he's a great defensive player. And he went to Texas Rangers, and now he's a surefire Hall of Famer. He's so good on both sides of the ball. And now the Red Sox have a couple of superstars on their team. One is Mookie Betts, plays right field. He's won the last 2 Gold Gloves, hitting about .360, tied for the league in home runs, tied for the league in doubles, tied for the league leading the league in OPS, leading the league in runs scored. And he's missed quite a few games. He's missed like probably 6 or 7 games. He missed the last 2 with some tightness. But we just got JD Martinez, who was probably the best student of hitting of anyone in this era. He will watch every swing he takes in batting practice and on the field during the game. He's always trying to do better, just like a lot of other players. But I mean, he really takes to the next level. And that's probably why Mookie Betts is doing so good this year, because he has somebody who knows how to hit really well, helping him out. And JD Martinez even said he's gotten some tips from Mookie Betts. And Mookie Betts is this little 5'9" guy, and you wouldn't think he'd have the power he does, but he somehow generates it. And he's such a great fielder. There's probably only one fielder better than him that I've seen, and it's our center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr., who made the catch of the year yesterday. I wish I could put it up here, but I'm doing a live video. Fenway Park has a 420 marker in center field at the triangle. Well, Jackie Bradley Jr. ran all the way back, over the shoulder, twisting and turning, jumped up, and right at the 420 mark, made a great catch and slammed into the wall. It had a hit probability of 91%, which means it's a 5-star catch. And a 5-star catch is any ball that has less than 25% of a hit probability. A catch probability. Has at least a 75% hit probability. And, it was quite a catch. And he's made a lot of, we have 3 terrific outfielders. We got our shortstop, who's decent in the field. We got our first baseman, Mitch Moreland, now that we get rid of Hanley Ramirez, who was a huge drain on our team. But Mitch Moreland's a Gold Glover at first base. Pedroia's a Gold Glover at second base. We just got him back. And at third base, we have the worst defensive player, Rafael Devers, but he's only 21, so he's bound to make mistakes. We have 2 catchers. Actually, we have 3 catchers. One of them doesn't usually catch. We have Christian Vasquez and Sandy Leon. We're known for their defense more than their offense, although Sandy Leon has been hitting of late, which is good to see. We also have Blake Swihart, who hasn't really played much, but he can catch, play first base, he can play left field, he can play, I don't know what else he can play. But he hasn't played much, so it's hard to know. But he's 26, he's talented. But he's not going to play every day, obviously. He's not for whatever reason, he's a 25th man. And I'm sure he's just happy to be in a big league ball club. It's hard to even get there, never mind. But he could be a trade chip in the future. You never know. It was speculated that when Dustin Pedroia came back from knee surgery, he'd be the one to get traded or sent down to the minors or whatever. But it turned out to be that they got rid of Hanley Ramirez, who was a gigantic bloated contract, $22 million a year. It was at the same time that we signed Pablo Sandoval, another bloated contract and a bloated man who was at least 260, 270 pounds, not very tall, third baseman, and he did nothing for us and kept getting hurt, even when he never really hit. So Now he's back in his old team, the Giants, which, whatever. He's actually doing okay there, but not that well. He might be hitting 235 with a home run, 2 home runs. He's not playing every day. But we've had a lot of really good teams and a lot of not so good teams. But mostly we've been good since I started watching. Had a few bad seasons, a few last place finishes, but mostly we go to the playoffs and we either go to the World Series or we lose in the first round or second round. Speaking of that, the Celtics lost 2 nights ago to LeBron James and the Cavaliers. I actually watched Game 7 and it was kind of heartbreaking, but you know, it's just sports. It's not baseball. Baseball is more important to me than, I mean, football I'll watch sometimes, Patriots, but baseball and the Red Sox are definitely closer to me than any other sport because it's the only sport I ever played. Seriously, like in a league, because I didn't want to play football. I wasn't good at basketball, even though I was taller than everybody at the time. Now I'm only 6 feet taller, so. But at the time, I was like always, "Oh, you'd be really good at basketball," but I wasn't. I was terrible. I wasn't good at confronting people and with the ball, and I didn't like physical games where you were up in someone's face and you were pushing them and whatnot, or whatever, running past them and trying to get by. I was better at games like baseball where, you know, but I wasn't really that great at that either, but I was good enough to play. And I was really good my last year in Little League. And my first year in what was called Pony League at the time, 13 and 14-year-olds. But after that, I think that's when my brain tumor started to take effect on my hand-eye coordination. I couldn't hit anything. I mean, at least in a game. In batting practice, I could still hit, but I couldn't hit in a game. So I ended up quitting. Didn't know why at the time. Found out a few years later. But, the Red Sox have a long, storied history. They started out winning 5 consecutive World Series that they played in. Then they lost the next 4 over 86 years. And they won 3. They've won 3 in a row now. And I'm hoping this is the year that they go to the World Series again. It's going to be us or the Yankees or the Astros, one of the 3, for sure. Man, it's going to be a tough fight with the Yankees because we have the best record in baseball, and the Yankees are only 2 games behind. But, it's just sports, but I thought I'd shed some light on the Red Sox and whatnot. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow for my final video, which of course will be about the Jews. Just kidding. I'll see you tomorrow.